Hello and welcome. I'm Uncle Badger and I wish you good health. I wanted to come on quickly and talk to you briefly about a couple of projects I'm going to start. First off, I'm going to be making a few wands. I've picked up some branches, twigs that I'm going to use, and also I've picked up a branch to make into a wizard's staff. But I'll show you that last. There's a bit of a story to tell about that. But first I'll show you some of the stuff that I picked up for the wands. Thrilling stick time. Yeah, it's just a few sticks like this, of course. Particularly thin stick. But what I'm planning on doing with a lot of these is we've still got the broken ends. Snapped ends, is generally to, that one might make a couple of wands. I'm going to do is just basically try and strip a lot of the bark off, sand down some of the edges, file some of the edges down. I've got a pyrography tool on my desk, my work table just there, and with a number of them, a bit like with that one, you can see some of the where twigs were attached. Try and follow up a natural pattern with a lot of them. Probably do a few runes and ogham runes, sorry, on the length, and then I'm still got a dirtiness on the end. Birds. What I'm going to do is when the shops start opening because of the virus, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them all down once I put the symbols on. I know that my local metaphysical store, they have a selection of rough, raw, citrine, amethyst and rose quartz. They might have a few more, but it's taking all the stuff down, seeing what matches, bringing them home, sort of seeing what fits generally into the ends, bringing them home, and I've got some copper wire, and basically trying to wrap the wire around the stone and the end of the stick, probably try and follow some of curling it round, trying to taper ends or curl ends round, and to try and get a better fix, more secure attachment. Probably try and solder some of the copper together. Pretty simple, yeah. Pretty simple in that regard. But I'm also going to be making a wizard's staff, and you might have noticed it already. It's that. I'm going to move the camera back a little bit and I'll stand and pose with it, then I'll return, because I think the microphone doesn't pick up my voice very loudly, so I'll come back and talk about it a bit more. But here we go. You can see pulling my hair. Put that there. Hopefully that's far enough back. Should be. There we go. There we go. Got some nice handles. Well, I say handles. Nice swirling shapes. move the camera back a bit. Grilling my belly. Knock my hat off. And there's a bit of a story behind the branch. Not a very exciting one, I'm afraid, but I'd been wandering down the River Derwent in Derby. I've been walking down it on my way home with my shopping when I saw that on a step in the river gardens. Some of you may have seen some of my photos on Instagram of the river gardens. That's where the double denim guy and the pigeons hang out. But I'd seen that tucked away in a corner just by a bridge on a bottom step leading down to the river where the ducks, the pigeons and the geese hang out. It was perfectly dry, and as you could probably see, as you can probably even see here, there's no bark on it whatsoever. Which means that it's been a very, very long way down the river with all the bark being rubbed off, washed up by the side of the river and left. It's perfectly dry. It'd probably take many days for a branch like that to dry out properly. But strangely, it was by a pair of shorts and a t-shirt that were absolutely soaked through. No one in sight. What happened to the person? They were nowhere near. Why was a wet set of clothes next to a perfectly dry branch? Don't know. But this was only a week or so back with the threat of the dreaded disease sweeping across the world, and I couldn't really carry it. So as England is allowed to go out a second time a day for some exercise, I decided to use that to get this. Walking around the back streets of Derby, hoping not to be caught by the police, to say that he's going to get a branch for magic reasons. I'm not sure the police will probably believe me, but that's the truth anyway. Anyway, there's the branch. I'm not particularly sure what I'm going to do with it. I know I'm going to need some varnish, but I can't really think of anywhere open at the moment that sells varnish. In the current climate, a lot of places are closed. I'm probably going to have to wait until things have blown over a bit to finally paint it down with varnish. But I'm thinking about painting rooms. Again, sort of using some of the natural shapes to lead designs. I'm also planning on doing a study into knot magic. If you'd like to hear about what I learn with knot magic, then I can do periodic videos on that. I know that there was a patron saint to guard against curses done with knot magic, so that could be quite curious. But anyway, as it's taller than me, I pointed out the bit that went over my head. I'd sort of quite like to make that into a bit of a feature. What exactly I do with that? I'd quite like to attach something that goes over my head. Whether I make some sort of... I was thinking about something a bit like an umbrella. So whether I get some wire and make sort of spines to come out, and then I make a piece of cloth, cut out some cloth and thread that on to make some sort of like an umbrella sort of affair. I don't really know. But the extra bits, you can see that bit there, there's a bit there, you can see a bit further up as well, just near the corner. Things can be hung off those. There we go, make sure it doesn't fall over. stay. Anyway, I think I'll enjoy making that, and you've seen some of the ones that I plan to make. If you have any ideas what I could do with it, please leave a comment. I wish you all a good day, good health, stay safe, stay in, and I hope you have a good night. Bye.